Hi there, it's Russ Bradchulis from Keller Williams Realty, realestatewithruss.com, and thanks so much for watching my real estate FAQ. Today's question is, how can I find out how much my house is worth? Now, this is a question just about every seller wants to know, and many of them want to know multiple times a year. So first I'll go through a couple of the popular ones that aren't necessarily the most accurate. At first on the list is, the house down the street sold for so much money, so mine must be worth that much money. Well, that's fair thinking. I mean, it is on the same street, and you may even know the neighbor. You may even been in that house. Well, it may not necessarily be an accurate indicator of value, because there may be one big thing about that house that's different from yours, or there may be 1,000 different things about that house that are small, that are different from yours, that end up making the comparison more like, instead of apples to apples, maybe more like apples and basketballs. So while it is a popular way for sellers to want their value to be, it's not necessarily the most accurate. And second one is Zillow.com. Now, Zillow is a tremendously helpful and informative website, but it's not always an accurate, reliable indicator of value. Even when a property sells on Zillow.com, their estimate of their value can actually be far different from the final sales price. And good credit to Zillow for showing you the difference, but it just goes to show it's not always an accurate, reliable indicator of value. And then last one is what we paid for the property. We tend to get emotionally attached to our properties and kind of to the dollars that we put into them when we bought them. And we want them to at least maintain their value, if not grow over time. And it doesn't always happen that way. Markets shift, they move up, they move down. So what we paid for the property, even if we did it 6 months ago, is not always necessarily an accurate, reliable indicator of value. So geez, what are the ways that we can find out what our value of our property is? Well, one way is to pay for an appraisal. When you pay for an appraisal, and it will probably run you anywhere between maybe $300 to $500 depending on the size of your home and the location of your home, you will have a certified appraiser to come out. They will give you their assessment of the property, and you'll have a beautiful documentation of their opinion of value. It still is just an opinion of value, though, so don't necessarily expect while you're holding the appraisal that says $400,000 that someone's going to come knocking on your door offering you $400,000. May not work that way. It is still an opinion of value. The second way to do it, if you want to save the money and invest a little bit more time, find a local seasoned realtor to help you out. They'll do something what is called a comparative market analysis, which is similar to an appraisal, just without the appraisal certification, and you probably won't get all the information that you would in an appraisal. But a local seasoned pro who knows that area, knows that street, and is great at what they do can give you a very accurate CMA, comparative market analysis, and you won't even have to pay for it. So those are your two reliable ways to get an opinion of value for your property. And again, it's still an opinion of value. Fair market value will always be where a willing buyer and a willing seller meet. Thanks so much for watching. Again, this is the Real Estate FAQ with me, Russ Bradchulis from realestatewithruss.com and Keller Williams Realty.